Hello everybody and welcome to Call Me Oz Live. I am Oz, or should I say they call me Oz. You know, maybe you'll figure out my real name. But anyway, thanks for joining us today. Welcome to our show. It is Wednesday. Let me tell you real quickly what we're going to talk about on the show tonight. As usual, it's going to be jam-packed and exciting. We're going to talk about the venues that I was in last week. That was only a total of 6 venues, which was way below my average. Why? Because I had to go to Dallas, Texas for 36 hours. We're going to talk about that too. This week, coming up, I'm actually only going to be in 10 venues this week, which is still about 4 to 6 venues less than my normal. That's because I did a sudden change to my schedule, which you can find on Where is Oz Tonight, and I'm going to explain why I changed that schedule around. And then also, when we go to the website tutorial, we are getting ready to remove a page. I don't know if you want to consider it a major page, but actually during the summertime, it is a major page. We are removing concerts tonight. We're going to tell you why we're going to be doing that. And then additionally, we're going to show you how to use quick posts on the website. This is a page that you can use. It doesn't matter who you are, but if you have an event and you want to get some quick exposure on it, it's a real simple, powerful tool that you can use on the Call Me Oz website. You don't have to be anybody special. Well, you're all special, but you just don't have to be like a major business or something like that. Any event, it doesn't matter what it is, you can post it on there. Then we're going to talk about all the events that are going on around the city that we are part of or part of promoting. The Sandbar Karaoke Lottery continues. Red Velvet Underground Friday Night Karaoke continues. Ribs down in Los Lunas is moving their karaoke night. Desert Valley Brewing Company is starting karaoke this week. And then the Spring Ball, which is brought to you by The Source New Mexico and callmeoz.net. Speaking of that, that happens to be our special guest tonight. Christine Bustos and Alfred Walton are joining us tonight on this show, and they're going to actually explain to you what this is all about. You've heard me talk about it for several months. Now they're here to tell you all the little details about it and how you can actually be part of it. Our topic tonight, like I mentioned before, is my sudden change in my schedule, why that happened, why it's the best thing to be doing. And the second thing I'm going to talk a little bit about is I want to clarify what I mean when advertisers get precedence over what we do at Call Me Oz and why. So we're going to explain that just a little bit. Also, we have another sponsor that has jumped on board with Call Me Oz last week. We're going to talk about him and about the website that we're building for him. And guess what? The best part of all, yes, I've got a joke for you. And it has to do with Valentine's Day. Go figure. Hey, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Here's a word from our sponsors. And welcome back to Call Me Oz Live. We're so glad that you all could join us. Here in a little bit, we're going to take some call-ins. So if you notice, there's a phone number on there. As soon as we let you know, you can call in and let us know who you are and what you're doing. I've got these two awesome people next to me here. I have Alfred Walton.
How y'all doing?
I have Christine Bustos.
Hi.
They are with The Source, New Mexico. This is an organization we've been talking about on the show for several months now. They've been putting together a pretty extreme business group, and it looks like it's growing and it's getting there. And eventually, here in the very near future, we're going to have an awesome event that we would like all of you to attend or possibly be part of. So we're going to talk a little more about that, right, guys?
Yes.
Indeed.
So before we get to that, we're going to talk a little bit about where I've been last week. It was kind of a short week for me. Used to doing 14 to 16 venues a week. Not only did that not happen last week, but it ain't going to happen anymore. I know, that sounds crazy, okay? But so anyway, so last Wednesday when I left the show, I headed down to Leo's nightclub with KJ Allen. Awesome guy. They do it every Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 10. Then I went to Shift Change. They are new on board with us in the karaoke community. That's with Phantom Trucker. And they do it Wednesday from 7 to 11. That is the Old Low Spirits down on 2nd Street, in case y'all don't know.
Nice.
Then I went to the Sandbar with Famous Amos with Can You Karaoke. That is where Karaoke Lottery continues. We're going to talk a little more about that in a minute. I do karaoke Wednesdays from 8 to 12. And then I headed over to Copper Lounge. And you may have remembered on the last show, I had never gotten to sing at Copper Lounge. But this time, I actually got to sing at Copper Lounge.
I bet that was quite a treat for them.
It was actually cool. I don't know if it was a treat for them, but it was a treat for me. So
I know I enjoy listening to you. So.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I did Mama, I'm Coming Home, so that was kind of cool. That's with Cool Breeze Karaoke, and they're every Wednesday from 8 to 12. And then on Sunday, so once a month, I now have it figured out where I can take my granddaughters to Kilt Check, because that is a family-friendly karaoke venue.
Nice.
Every Sunday from 3 to 7. Really nice place. This place was packed this time, like not a seat in the house.
That's really
No
neat.
kidding. It was awesome. I had 3 of my granddaughters there, plus my daughter. We had a great time. We all sang. Everybody had fun. I want to say hello to Amos and Camo and Renee and Angie and James.
Hi guys.
How y'all doing?
Thanks for
Joining us. And speaking of you, Camo, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, buddy. Haven't seen you in forever, it feels like. So anyway, over there at Kilt Check, every Sunday from 3 to 7 with Toby Riffick. Good times. Tonight, after I leave the show, okay, I know you're ready to hear 4 venues that I'm going to. I'm not.
Wow. Whoa.
Okay, I'm going to Copper Lounge, again, with Cool Breeze Karaoke, from at 8 o'clock, not going at 11 o'clock, at 8 o'clock. And then after that, I'm headed over to the Sandbar with Amos, just for about an hour, and then I'm done for the night.
Nice.
Easy
Yeah.
breezy.
Yeah, I can't believe this. So coming up over the next week, now, Thursdays are always going to be wicked for me. That is because it seems like every bar in town has to do karaoke on Thursday. You know? I don't
That's
know
the night.
I don't know if you noticed that or not. It's insane. So tomorrow, I will be with Kamikaze Karaoke on the west side from 7 to 8. And then from 8:15 to 9:15. And then to the Effing Bar with Amos, which they do karaoke at the Effing Bar every Thursday from 9 to 1. And then I get to go see Camo.
All right.
Yes. So the only reason I did Camo is, like, me and Camo go way back.
Yeah.
When I first started this whole Call Me Oz thing to actually make it public and stuff, he was down at Maloney's, and that was the first place I met him. And I used to just love doing that. I still love hanging out with Camo. So anyway, props to you, Camo. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night at the Soch. Awesomeness. And then on, and I want to say welcome aboard Lenore and Wanda.
Okay.
Hey, how y'all
Hey
doing?
guys, thanks for joining us. And like I said a few minutes ago, don't go anywhere, guys. Here in a little bit, we open up the phone line so you can call in and you can tell us where you guys can be found, all your karaoke places or all your events that you have going on or just whatever's going on in your life. That's all right too, I guess. Kind of.
Where you at?
So, tomorrow or Friday, I will start my night at the local brew house at 8 o'clock. for a little bit, and then I'm going to go down to Red Velvet
Ah,
for about an hour because they now do karaoke on Friday nights.
Nice.
Talk a little more about that in a minute. Then on Saturday morning at 10 a.m., this is something I cannot believe it's already about that time. Can you believe this, Patty? Larry, can you believe this?
No.
Saturday
Yes.
morning at 10 a.m., the whole Call Me Oz team gets together and we discuss one event of the year. It's called the New Mexico State Fair.
Yes.
It is that time. It is already that time for the team to sit down and say, hey, this is what we saw done last year. This is how we can make it better. This is what I think we should change. This is what. So the whole team gets together. This is like a massive meeting, and that's what we do.
Nice.
And we get this
nice.
whole thing figured out for 2000. What year are we in?
oh, 19?
Okay.
19.
One of those
2019.
years.
Yeah.
I'm bad. So
We got
everybody
there.
teases me about no memory. Like I have no more gigabytes left in my brain. So anyways, yeah, so we're going to discuss that. Everything Saturday morning. So it's already here. Can't believe it. Then next Tuesday, I'll visit Tommy Hurricane from 8 to 9, and then I'll visit Country Joe from 9:15 to 10:15. And you can, and there's no Sarah. Can you believe this? What? I know, it's all like kamikaze this week. It's like all McLean this week. What the hell? It's crazy. It's
Captain
weird.
Waves, what are you going to do?
It's just weird how it works out that way. Like this week, it's all McLean. Like I think last week it was all drastic,
Yeah,
right?
followed her
It's just
everywhere.
weird how the schedule plays out. So here what I want to do is I want to show everybody a couple of things on the Call Me Oz website. What I want to show you guys is, like I mentioned in the monologue, we are getting rid of a page, if you can believe this. This page right here, major concerts, if you click on it, takes you to concerts in Albuquerque. It's been on the website for probably 5 years. What it does is it shows all the big bands that are coming to town, all the major concerts that are coming to town, Disturbed, Blind Drive, and of course, as we go into the concert summer season, we see all the other bands that show up on there. Here's the reason we're removing this page. We proudly say that we are a local promotion company promoting local venues and local entertainers, right?
Nice.
So my question
Nice.
is Disturbed a local entertainer? It's not. And they have millions and billions of dollars to spend on advertising anyway. They don't need our little tiny website, right? So we're going to be getting rid of this page. We're contemplating, we were thinking about setting up a page that would be like local bands, but the reality is we already have a page like that. It's called the Live Music page. You can go right here. These are venues that have already jumped on board to sponsor this page, and there's more. Let me tell you, there's going to be probably another 10 added on here within a couple of months. But you can go down here and you can find all the local bands at all the local venues. Everything here. I mean, these are bands that I've never even heard of sometimes. But I was looking through, it's kind of cool. I don't know who, Neil Gregory Johnson, Electric Funeral, Chris Raven, of course, Danny Duran. I mean, these are all local bands that are in local venues. And so that's what we're trying to promote. So like I say, all the big bands, they've got plenty of advertising. They don't need
Yeah.
us. So we're going to be doing away with this page probably within the next week or so. It's going to be replaced with local food trucks.
Hey.
Go figure.
All right.
That's become a big thing.
Yes, it
It
has.
Has it not?
Oh man.
Like,
You can
with
find
the
some really
explosion-
good food out there.
They're like becoming gourmet restaurants. Have you
Yes.
noticed
Yeah,
that?
Yes.
absolutely. It's not the Roach Coach it used to be.
Right. It's like, Roach? No,
no,
man.
not even close.
We'll serve you on plates. I mean, it's crazy how big they've
Yes.
gotten. But I've noticed the explosion with brew houses because they tend, they're part of the whole brew house thing.
Right.
That way you can go drink and get food there, but the brew house is not liable for all the kitchen stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it actually is a great partnership, and so that's what we're doing. We're working on transferring that page out, and it's going to become food trucks.
Well, it's a great way
And
to promote
as we
local
hook up with
business.
them, we'll find out where they can be found
Absolutely.
and stuff like that. It's weird. They actually have followings.
Oh yeah,
I
That's, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
I
not weird
bet.
at all. Like I've heard of that. People will post their food truck place on like Instagram, and people just flock to that
Yes.
stuff.
Like,
So,
I think probably the Hawaiian one and the barbecue one right now are probably the most popular ones that I know of. Yeah. And, oh no, and then there's the cheese, the grilled cheese one, Cheesy Street or something like that. That
Oh,
one's
man.
epic.
Wow.
I
Oh,
think I'm
that's
out of the food truck loop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Come
to
on,
check
get
some more of those. I gotta get out a little bit more.
truck loop. Yeah. Okay, so the other page I want to show y'all is called Quick Posts. So it's right here in the middle. See right where it says Quick Postings? When you click on that, it takes you over to this page. The Quick Post page is if you have an event going on, it doesn't really matter what it is. I mean, as long as it's legit, and you have to have a Facebook event attached to it. And you can come down here and you just give us your name, the name of the event, your email address, where it's taking place, a little bit of information about it, and then this stuff. What page do you want us to feature it on? So if it's a comedy, then of course no more laughs or live music, whatever the case may be. Just fill in the information, and when you do and here you want to put like your link to the Facebook event. And then you're going to submit it, and it's going to take you to a PayPal page, and it's going to charge you $5. And
Not
you can
bad
put
at
this
all.
quick post up, and we will put it everywhere we possibly can on the website, including the featured events page with the link directly to you.
Nice.
This is, a lot of people put up events. This is just a great way to help get a little more exposure to your event without spending hundreds of dollars in advertising,
Yeah.
because the prices are outrageous sometimes. So.
An awesome feature, man.
Right.
And that's really inexpensive.
So that is our tutorial of the website. So
Nice.
you learn something new every day at
Absolutely.
Call Me Oz. At least I hope you do. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's like going to school sometimes, I guess.
It's all about what you decide to take out of it.
Right. So you heard me talk about the sandbar just a moment ago, right? So the sandbar, they do karaoke every Wednesday from 8 to 12 with Famous Amos. Starting on January 9th, we started this new game, which is kind of cool. We kind of took sort of like a sing and win, and we twisted it a little bit. So it's called the Karaoke Lottery. And the way it works is you go in there, you sing a song.
Uh-huh.
Famous Amos has a sheet with the numbers 1 to 100 on it. When you sing your song, you choose a number that's available and you put your name next to the number. About 11:15, he spins one of those bingo ball things.
Yeah.
You know, those balls that have the number on it? So he's got one of those.
About that.
Anyway, numbers.
Moving right along.
Numbers.
Balls with numbers on them. Okay, so you spin this thing, and he picks a ball with a number. I'm trying to keep a straight face here.
Just
And yeah, and if that number happens to match your name on that sheet, you win the jackpot.
Nice.
So on the
I like
9th,
that.
the sandbar started with a $50 jackpot. Nobody won. So last week they added another $50.
Uh-oh.
Tonight they add another $50.
Okay.
We're up to
More up again.
$150.
The pot's starting to get interesting.
Right? So go ahead and sing a song, pick a number. If you happen to pick the right number, then you win the money.
Now, when you sing a song, do you only pick one number, or you get to pick as many numbers as songs you sing?
So you only get to pick one per night.
Ah,
You get one entry per night. Now, if
I was
the
trying to
sheet
help.
if the sheet fills up with names and nobody won, well, then we got to start all over again. Unfortunately. So you start all over again. Or if somebody wins, then the jackpot starts the next week at $50, and we start with the brand new sheet. So
with that.
that's the way the game is played. It's going to go on for 13 weeks.
Okay.
So we've got a ways to go. We got all the way until the end of March,
A lot
basically.
of money to be won.
Could go as high as I think $650 when it's all said and done. So, so I hope somebody wins just for singing a song.
All right. Well, and you can't win if you don't try.
Yeah, if you don't
Get down
try,
there.
you can't win. The other twist to this is if you pick any number that happens to have a 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 in it, you have to split the pot with me.
Ooh.
Sounds fair. I mean,
I think it's very fair. That's pretty much every number on the sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
At least I think so. All right, so I will say this. If anybody wants to call in, you're more than welcome to call in. You can plug your shows. You can plug your business. You can just talk about life in general. Whatever. If we don't like what you're talking about, we'll just cut you off. So, again, we have Alfred and Christine with us today. These are from The Source. We're going to talk about their event momentarily. But before we do that, we're going to talk about Red Velvet Underground doing karaoke on Friday nights. So they kicked this off 2 weeks ago, a week ago last Friday. We had a great night. The first night was awesome. You guys were there?
yeah, we did. That was a lot of fun.
It was a good time. Very full house. Lots of singers. Good times. And the sound is just phenomenal. I don't know what to say. You know, it's pretty awesome when you can sit in a venue and actually talk to somebody at about this level while there's loud music going on. I don't know how he does it, but he did it. That's all I can say. So if you're looking for a really awesome place to go do karaoke on a Friday night, even like if you can't be out late at night, this thing starts at 7 o'clock.
Nice.
It ends at 11 o'clock. It can just be a warm-up station for you. You know?
That's a good place
Exactly.
to
You
start.
know,
yeah.
you could go sing a song at 7, 8, 9 o'clock and still have time to go hit other venues for the night if you want to be like me.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed.
know?
Pre-gamer.
Right, it's like a pregame, just, you know, warm up your voices. It's awesome. So, anyways, so this will continue. We also have a special menu for karaoke nights.
Nice.
Starts at $5. Lots of appetizers. You know, they have interesting appetizers like fried green tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had those?
No.
I have. I'm from the country.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Do you like them?
No.
You don't like them?
No.
I'm sorry. Do you like fried pickles?
Yes.
Do
And
you
that
like
pickle-
fried sardines?
No. Man, you
I'm not
just
even
getting
asked
worse
where you
and
get
worse.
those from.
Do you like balls with numbers?
As long as it got my number on it.
Is it
and then
fried?
My balls, then we good.
Alrighty then. There we go.
Oh, man. That pickle pizza is something.
Yeah, we did.
Did you
try
have the
the-
pickle pizza?
We
Oh,
did try the pickle
man.
pizza.
How was that? Like, I'll be honest with you. I love pizza, but I'm a little scared to try that one.
It wasn't what I expected, and that's about how I'm gonna leave that one.
Okay.
Maybe she used a dill pickle.
Yeah. It was a sweet pickle on a pizza, and so if that's your thing, like, it was amazeballs. Like, yeah, it was just a shocker for me. It wasn't what I expected, but I mean, to come across something like that, you got to come to a special place.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Uh-oh.
So why is the phone going to voicemail? So, the phone should not be going to voicemail unless somebody else is trying to call me. But I don't see any other calls coming through. So, can you try to call it?
Let's try that.
Why don't you try calling it and see what it does, or somebody, or Larry, or somebody. We'll see if we have phone technical difficulties. You know, here's the thing: we've got to have at least one technical difficulty per show.
You got
Or
to.
it's just not a show. So, yeah. So this time, hey, at least this time it's just a phone issue.
Right, it's kind of
Yes.
this, you got to take the good with the bad.
Right.
And so if there's not at least one little bad, you can't really appreciate all the good you get out of it, right?
You're absolutely right about that. I did want to go back to the pizza thing because have you guys tried the carne adobada pizza?
No.
Okay, so
That sounds pretty good.
That sounds amazing.
I am the one that brought that to her attention. I got to tell you a quick story about 17 years ago. Oh yes, so okay, so looks like the phone is working just fine. Do you hear me? Oh yeah, I can hear everybody talking.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right, phone's working.
Tell them
So
to give us another try.
I don't know why somebody got a voicemail, but I would say try again. So anyways, so the carne pizza, the way that all that got invented was me and my wife, our oven went out on us when we lived in Edgewood many hundreds of years ago. And so we had to cook outside. Like everything was cooked outside, and we started learning how to make pizzas on the grill.
Yes.
And we'd make them in a cast iron skillet. And just one night we had some extra carne adobada, and I was like, hey, I think I'm going to try this. And so I took the carne and I threw it on the pizza, and I threw cheddar cheese on it, and I'm going to use your words, amazeballs.
Yeah.
It sounded good when you said cheese.
Mm-hmm. And then I threw sour cream on it.
Yes. Yes, I'm with you.
God.
I'm with
so
you.
I just got to tell you one thing. Go to Red Velvet and get what's called the Ozinator pizza. That is a carne adobada pizza.
That's what that is.
Nice.
Okay.
So she has these special 8-inch ones for those nights, and then we have the regular 12-inch. But I'm telling you, it's yeah.
Y'all been doing a lot of things over at Red Velvet, haven't you?
Yes, we have. We've been working with them quite a bit.
Nice.
Yes, they support us a lot, and that's what we do. So let's talk about the Spring Ball. Why don't you guys tell everybody what the Spring Ball is?
Well, it is going to be the launch event for our new network, The Source, New Mexico. And it's going to be a way for local business owners to kind of get together, meet each other, and see what our network has to offer, really.
Which is going to be phenomenal starting March, going into March the 23rd of this year, from 6 to 12. This is going to be a bunch of people doing a lot of great things and coming together. We're going to have live music, bands. We got comedians. We got radio stations going to be there. So it's going to be a lot of advertising going on, as well as intermingling with one another with those same like-minded individuals. So we're going to be looking forward to being able to meet all of you, and not only all of you, but your business affiliates and everybody who's surrounded around you. So
Yes.
it's going to be awesome, a great time.
Absolutely. We're just really looking to meet, other local business owners here in town, and not just people that own stores and business and things like that, but independent contractors and people who are, work their own things from home, do internet marketing, whatever type of business that you do, that you want to thrive here in Albuquerque. That's what we want to help you do. And this is our way of letting you know how we're getting started with this.
Now, is there any limitation to what kind of business it is or anything like that?
Not at all. Especially if you're a small business here in Albuquerque, we want to help you actually become something bigger than what we done seen small businesses have done in the past. So here with us, we know we're going to be able to take you to the next level, not only with technology, not only with just resources is the main thing, but just being able to intermingle with one another. And one thing I noticed for me, knowing a lot of business owners here in Albuquerque, is right across the street, it may be another small business, and they never actually take the time out to go and shake hands and get to know one another. This is going to be that event where we can shake hands, get to know one another, and have a good time. And entertainers, if you're looking to do something big, call me Oz. Go get with that guy right here next to me. He's going to be doing big things, and he could definitely always use entertainers with what they're doing. Once again, like you say, independent contractors, distributors, everybody of the nature of a business mind, come out. We're going to be here to support you.
That's what we're looking for. And even if you are at a point where you don't have a business yet, but that's something that you're looking into, we're definitely looking for just go-getters, people that want to be part of these local businesses and want more for their lives other than just working a corporate 9-to-5 job for, as long as they have to. And so that's what we want to promote, is people, to become independent and to do more for yourself right here in town.
Right.
So we're going to go back to talking more about the source and all that, a little more detail about where these guys put it all together. Right now we have a phone call that just came in. So we're going to chat with these guys. How you doing?
Hey.
I'm doing well, Oz. It's Amos.
Hey, Amos, how you doing?
Hey.
How's
I don't know why my phone wasn't working, my regular phone, so I'm using my work phone.
Do what you got to do.
You just
Section
right.
off.
They're probably on strike right now. I don't know what to tell you, man. Cell phone towers are frozen. Who knows? So how you doing out there?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing well.
Good. What are you up to tonight?
I'm getting ready so I can head over to the sandbar in a little bit.
Cool. And how is this going for us so far?
It's going good. Tonight's it's up to 150.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Yep.
And the pot thickens.
We were.
One has a chance of winning $150. That's a pretty good little chunk of change right there.
That is. I could use $150 right now.
You and me both.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably be down there later.
Yeah, we might have some people showing up there to play. In fact, I will be swinging by probably about 9:15. So
Okay.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you. So I hope life is
Same here.
good.
Yeah, life's going all right.
Good. Alrighty, man. Well, where else can we find Can You Karaoke?
Mondays and Tuesdays at Sidelines with Country Joe,
Cool.
Nice.
starting at 9, but lately they've been closing at 12.
Right. Keep that in mind, everybody.
And then also on Wednesday nights at the Sandbar, of course, from 8 to 12, and then every Thursday at the F and Bar and Grill, starting at 9, and we run anywhere from 1 to 1:30, so depending on how busy it is.
Yeah, which it has been extremely busy lately.
Yes, it has.
Yes. And so I will actually be there at Effing Bar tomorrow as well.
Awesome.
So I guess it's the Amos and McLean show this week.
Nice.
It's the way it looks. Right on, buddy. Well, thanks for calling in, and I will look forward to seeing you a little bit later tonight.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks,
Bye.
Take it
Amos.
easy. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
So just like that, if you are a KJ or if you've got an event going on, comedy, live music, anything, feel free to give us a call. We'll chat with you a little bit about it. We'll send Christine and Alfred over there to visit you.
Heck yeah.
They'll eat fried
See you
pickles.
soon. Pickle pizza.
Pickle Pete. No. Do the
No,
Carmen
he
pizza.
said no. That was done. We were not ever speaking of that again.
So, just back a little bit to the event that's going on the 23rd.
Yes, sir.
So we're looking for a few entertainers to jump in and join us.
Yes, sir.
We're looking for a. Let's see. Hold on.
Technical difficulties.
We are looking for 2 comedians, I believe, right?
That would be, yeah.
1 magician, an acoustic guitarist, and then we're going to have McLean will be the DJ,
Yes, indeed.
and they will be doing karaoke for the last hour of it.
Yes.
And in the meantime, we're just going to have music to keep everybody motivated. We're going to have a cash bar.
There's going to be a cash bar. There'll
Okay.
be appetizers served.
Okay.
So I don't think we talked about the cost for this.
Right. How do they get to be part of this?
So there's a few different ways you can be a part of this. We're asking for people to come join us now and start. Excuse me. We have our emails up there, so you can start. We're starting to take inquiries. And what we want to do is there's 2 different ways to get into the event itself, and we want you to join the network, and that's essentially what we want. But to come to the ball itself, there's again 2 different ways. You can either be a sponsor, and what we're asking for you to do there, it's a $500 value. But what we want you to do is sell tickets to the ball itself, and what that is, they're $50 a piece. And that includes the appetizers. You get 1 free drink from the bar. You'll get a dedicated table at the ball itself, so you'll be able to put out your advertising things and stuff like that. And what other benefits are that I'm like?
You get to enjoy all the entertainment.
Yeah,
All
all
the
the entertainment,
entertainment.
of course. We're going to be doing live interviews also with each of the vendor sponsors. So those will be broadcasted live throughout the night, and those will be available to put out. And,
And
geez.
now, if I'm not mistaken, the raffle ticket also, or the ticket, the $50 ticket you purchase, also puts you in the raffle for the
Yes.
door prizes, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so one of the door prizes, I don't know if I'm the first one to donate or not, but so you're going to get an advertising package on Call Me Oz, which is the package number 2, which is a $199 package, and that has 4 ad spots and 2 banner brands.
Yes.
For 3 months. So that's so. Also, if you're a business and want to donate door prizes, you can do that as well.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yeah, that is something that we're asking as part of the sponsor package. So sell your tickets, and we just need one item or service to put into the raffle, and everybody that purchases a ticket has a ticket into that raffle.
And for small businesses, this can be huge for you because we're not only just bringing a network of other like-minded individuals and business owners, but we're bringing RPA, and this is something new to the whole small business arena, and that represents our robotics processing automation. So we're able to help in a lot of different ways on the front end when it comes to cost, and on the back end when it comes to cost. And we're going to be also able to be able to link you to qualified individuals if you need someone in that such. So once again, what you're starting to just involve yourself in is something going to be truly amazing. And what we're going to do as a co-op together, we look forward to working with everyone. So right now is the time. So it's time to get it and go.
Right? It's time. It is time. 2019 is where it is.
Yes.
So, like I said, just be looking for it on Call Me Oz. We're in the process of building the events and getting everything set up for this. I'd say by Monday, it'll all be on the website. You'll be able to click on it on the main homepage and get all the information.
Sure will.
We also are in the process of developing their website.
Yes.
So it's already up, but it's not fully complete yet. So, but it's being worked on now, and it'll be called thesourcenm.net.
Indeed.
And you can go there to get information, or of course you can email these guys, Christine at thesourcenm.net or Alfred at thesourcenm.net.
Yes.
So just to bring everybody up to speed also on something that's going on in Los Lunas, not this week, the week after, Ribs has been doing karaoke there forever on Thursday nights. They are moving to Tuesday nights beginning February 12th. They will still have DJ Randy as the KJ DJ. They are going to start doing live bands on Thursday, and as the weather warms up, they have this huge patio outside, which is where they will be doing live local bands. So you can also find them on the live music page as well as the karaoke page. So that's what's all that about. And then Desert Valley Brewing Company is going to start karaoke tomorrow. That is on the west side. Over there by Cottonwood and 528 is the area. And they will be doing it from 7 to 11, and that will be also with McLean from Kamikaze.
Will you be there?
I will actually be there tomorrow for about an hour.
Nice.
Yes, I will be there from 8:15 to 9:15.
Okay.
Yes, so I will be there for a little bit. And then other than that, that's pretty much the events that are going on right now. We're just kind of chilling till Saturday, till all that happens, of course.
And it's going to be every weekend, right?
At
All these different locations where y'all doing karaoke.
Yes,
Because
every
I don't want to
single-
miss out. And this weekend I happen to be leaving town, so I don't want to miss out. It seems like y'all got a lot of exciting things going on.
Do you got to go to Dallas too?
Well, I got to go through Dallas.
I'm sorry.
We just going to wave.
I'm sorry. I just had to waste 36 hours of my life dealing with Dallas. So
Wow.
yeah, so to Dallas.
That's how we feel about Dallas today.
And I'm sorry if I've offended anybody out there that loves Dallas, but to me, I really don't care. So, like, you can have your Dallas stuff, you know. To me, it was a 36 hours waste of my life. I've got better things to do than what I had to do in Dallas this weekend. So, which is something we're going to talk about a little more later or in private. So, Christine,
Yeah.
tell me
hey.
something.
Yes.
What have you done in the past that brings you up to doing the Source New Mexico? What like something had to trigger this. So what is it?
So, geez, I guess after 15 years of being an entrepreneur and working in corporate America, and then being an entrepreneur again, and then going to college, you know, like I said, 15 years doing this. You know the basics, you start off, you do really well, but then it's hard to find that person that you trust to kind of get the information that you need. you can go and ask your uncle, but he's a mechanic and you're in sales, and he's never done anything but work for somebody else, and you're trying to work for yourself. And so for me, that was the hardest part, was finding that reliable source of information. And so after all this time, I knew this wonderful guy for so many years, and we both have kind of gone along the same path. And just, a few months ago, I decided I need to introduce the 30 people that I know that own their own businesses and are doing their own things to each other. And then I need to find this guy, because he knows a bunch of other people that own their own business and do their own things. And we need to introduce them all to each other, because we're all here working towards the same goals. We all are trying to build our businesses. And how much better to do that than with a large team of people that are all trying to go the same way, And so that was really what it is. And we just want to give the same kind of support and backing that some of these bigger companies have to the smaller companies and stuff right here in town.
Indeed.
I think that right there, you just nailed it right there. It seems like this country is really divided when it comes to businesses right now.
Yes.
You have the small local businesses that are sitting over here, and then you've got the gigantic corporate businesses with multi-millions and billions of dollars that can do advertising, that can do marketing, that can build gigantic buildings and put their name on it and hurt the little guys. And it kind of leaves the small businesses kind of, just sitting there picking up the crumbs that these massive corporations leave behind. Exactly. And that's actually the philosophy of Call Me Oz as well. I saw this 7-8 years ago when I first started Call Me Oz and first started developing it into a promotion company, was that, that's like I just talked about, the concert page being removed. There's a reason for that. Because we're more about co-oping with multiple small businesses and getting multiples of groups of people to go out and support these businesses.
Yes,
and that's what we're about. We're not about taking karaoke singers from another venue over here and making them come over here. We're more about creating more singers. Yeah. Like, that's what we want to do. So, like, for example, the Sing and Win at the Sandbar or the Karaoke Lottery is a prime example of that. You may have never sang a song in your life, but the fact that you might win $150 for getting up there and singing a song, that can kind of motivate you a little bit,
Yes.
And who knows, do you know how many singers have been created from Sing and Wins? And that is because it motivates them to get up and sing a song. And then they get up and they go, that wasn't that bad. I think I'm going to do it again. And I think I'm going to do it again. And then all of a sudden they're part of our community. Yes. And now they are part of the karaoke community. The same goes with live music.
Yes, sir.
Some people like to be the singer. Some people like to listen to the singers. And so we're also about creating audiences for live local bands. We're about creating audiences to go watch live local comedians, not the ones at Santa Ana. And do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that is the direction that Call Me Oz is driving. Yeah. And that's what you just said.
Yeah,
it's the same point.
That's exactly what we want. I mean, why should those, big corporations have all the advantages when, we work just as hard every single day? But this guy here, it's always good. We found some great resources for technology that we'd like to share with you. So, send us an email so you can get more information. And like I said, we'd love to share some of these advantages that we have for you.
Where does your background fall into all of this?
Ooh, I'm more of a background. You and your friends and me and my friends get together, we can all be friends. That's what I like to do.
So you're more like the PR person of ours.
Yes.
Right?
That's what we do. And for some reason, I've been blessed in the sense of just always been placed in opportunities or in front of something that's new or about to be embarked upon. And with this, once again, all this stuff, I have all these things is sitting in front of me. Is just like a puzzle with all these pieces. Now we starting to put it together so we can have this picture that we all can see and say, that's a nice picture. I like that picture in my home. So with it, it's just about us coming together. And like she's mentioned about this whole RPA, the robotics process automation, these big Fortune 500 companies are using these particular things, but now we're starting to break it down so our small businesses can have the same tools and opportunities to grow their business the same way. And
That's
cut down
awesome.
on front end and back end when it comes to payroll and things of that nature. So it's gonna be huge.
Good, good. And that's exactly what we need to do as small businesses to continue to thrive.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
obviously.
You have to be innovative to keep up in business. And so, I mean, even we're watching, large companies like the Hastings closed and the Sears just closed
Right.
Tuesday morning, all these things. And it's, for me, what I see, it's just a failure to innovate.
Right.
It's not latching on to what the next big thing is, and you have to continue to educate yourself.
Yes.
And that's what we want to help you do. We want to be that reliable source of information
Sure.
to help you move your business forward.
You know what I see many small businesses today that still don't have websites, and it's kind of crazy because they think that it's so technical and it's so much this and so much that, but the reality is it's really not that bad, especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
And that's another service that Call Me Oz does, is builds websites, and we're really reasonable in what we do and how we do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, you talked a lot about the source and what it is when we were talking about the event. Is there anything you wanted to add to that?
So I don't know. I guess basically, I just want to say our mission statement basically is, we are intended to be a reliable source of information for business owners in Albuquerque. We provide a sense of community by allowing like-minded, differently skilled individuals to meet and share their experiences through large events and regular community involvement. And we also are bringing together technology and the right individuals to help your business grow.
So what is the long-term vision for the source?
To be just a large network, like I said, of these like-minded, thriving individuals. So to know that, like, I don't have to go to Jiffy Lube because I don't know if I can trust that guy to change my oil. Like, I want to know that even though, I work in business administration, I know the right person to go to for my tire change, or for my dry cleaning, or the comedian that I want for my show, or, I want to be able to use local businesses and help them thrive without, taking away.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things that I see small businesses, probably the biggest struggle they have is competing against massive corporations on a price line.
Yeah.
And usually local small businesses will generally have a better product.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, everybody's watching nickels and dimes, and it's really difficult. So that's another thing too, is like you just said, do you really want to go to Brake Masters and have your brakes fixed, or would you rather actually find a mechanic that you can trust
Exactly.
to fix your brakes? I personally would feel more comfortable with a personal mechanic fixing my brakes, honestly.
Yes.
But you run into that problem right there. It's like, oh my gosh, how many people have you heard of that have bad experiences with mechanics? And so where do you find the mechanic that you trust?
Exactly.
Well, this is the perfect situation, the source.
Yes,
If you're
sir.
part of the source network, then you know that you can trust this guy over here, or you can trust that guy over there. And I think that's important. So
That's really what we're wanting to do out of this, is find those quality individuals so we can all link together and move forward.
that is exactly what business owners could expect of the source.
Exactly. And
Pretty
just
much.
to piggyback on something that you mentioned earlier, some of these small businesses feel that maybe marketing isn't their strong point. I was always told, if you can't do it or don't know how, find somebody else who can.
Right? Right.
So instead of going to thumb through who can, like you were mentioning and Christine is mentioning, we have those reliable resources.
Yeah,
So, yes.
absolutely. And that's, and that's kind of like, it's funny you bringing up advertising and marketing. Ironically, that's what Call Me Oz does. And the funny thing about it is, sometimes, well, let me backtrack this. 7 years ago when I started Call Me Oz, I never expected it to become my livelihood. It was like the furthest thing from my mind. When I went to the Barley Room and set up their karaoke competition and I got paid a dinner and a beer for my services, I was just like, okay, this is fun. It was fun to do this competition. I had no idea it would be as big as it was. It was huge. And that is what created the website, because like I wake up in the morning, I've got all these phone calls and text messages like who's winning and who's doing this and who's doing that and where's the place to sing tonight and and I'm just like, oh my God, I've got a job. Like I don't got time to deal with this. And so that is where the creation of the website came.
Nice.
Was to let people know, hey, this is what's going on. This is who's winning. This is who's in the finals, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, here's a page over here that you can go find a place to sing tonight. You don't need to call me and text me anymore. And then after the competition was all said and done, it was like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm going to shut it down and I'm ready to go back to my life.
Yes.
Well, it didn't stop.
No.
And so I continued to build the website and grow it and continue to do things with it. Well, eventually it got to the point, especially having to be out at night, that it started affecting my day job, which began to affect my income, which began to say, wait a minute, this is now going from hobby to this is going to have to produce some income for me because I've got bills to pay. And I can't exactly pay bills because XYZ KJ over here is being nice to me. The only thing that paid my bills is when somebody would advertise on my website and I could take that money, turn it around, pay my employee a portion of that to build the ads and put it up on the website and promote it throughout Facebook, and then leave me a little bit of money so that I could put some gas in my car. And and I won't mention any names, but there was a point where one KJ, this was several years ago, got really upset with me.
Oops.
Called me all kinds of bad names, and oh my gosh, I still have the screenshots of the entire to this day, because you never know when you're going to need that.
Exactly.
Right? So I kept everything and to prove, so I could have proof. And and it's just like, dude, really, I'm giving up my livelihood for this. And then, which brings me to the point of why I retired. And I retired because I couldn't make enough money doing Call Me Oz. I couldn't do it. I have another business, which is a chemical business, and I was given a territory. And in the very first year, I made $70,000. And I was like,
not too bad.
Why am I putting up with KJ's being pissed off at me for not equally promoting them and equally promoting their venues? But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, I could work a Monday through Friday, 9-to-5 job, make $60,000 to $70,000 a year, and I don't need to put up with this crap.
Yes, sir.
And if anybody ever wondered why I retired, now you know why I retired, because I got sick and tired of the crybabies.
Yes.
So then what happened?
What happened was...
So then, basically what happened is I really missed the karaoke community a lot. And the state fair asked me to come back and just do a showcase of champions for them, which was cool. I was like, yeah, I can do that. Well, I came back, I did it, we had an amazing turnout. Of course, I'm a stage slut. I don't know what to tell you. I love it. And I decided, after talking to the state fair, that we would come back. And the only way to come back was to reopen Call Me Oz.
Nice.
But I also felt like, well, I can still do my chemical job. I've got this really awesome admin that can do the work. And all I need to do is get a salesperson. And that was much harder than I thought. It was ridiculous. And so all that fell apart, and eventually it went back to where I was 5 years ago, where it's like, okay, now it's affecting my income again, so now I've got to make a decision. Do I keep growing with the chemical company and shut down Oz again? Or do I blow up Oz this time and start shutting down the chemical company? So that was the decision that I went with.
Yay.
And that's where I am today. So the bottom line is very simple. back to advertising and marketing.
Yes, sir.
That is what Call Me Oz does. Call Me Oz has grown massively and has a huge following. Compared to where it was 5 years ago, it's night and day. There is no comparison to it. And we reach thousands of people every single week. And by doing that, that's what we're doing. But I've got to tell everybody something. It costed me $83,000 to get to where I am today.
Wow.
So I need that money back.
Right.
And the way I'm going to get that money back is by going out. I hit the streets every single day and knock on doors. And that's how I sell advertising.
Nice.
It doesn't come to me. So as a small business owner, that's what I'm saying. Same goes with these guys.
Yeah.
If I'm part of the Source network and Mike's Garage is part of the network, and this guy over here that does payroll services is part of it, that's who I'm going to use, because now it's a network beyond corporation. We don't need the corporations.
Exactly.
I know bowling alleys, they get hurt because of main event. I know karaoke places, they get hurt because of the Source One. These, we don't need that stuff, you know. And we need somebody to help promote these smaller businesses.
Here
And
we
that's what we're
are.
here for.
Yep.
Yes, so that's what we're here for. Real quick, I want to tell everybody, I told you guys, I'd tell you why I changed my schedule the way I did. When I first started all this, my plan was to only be out 2 nights a week and hit 4 venues per night, which meant being out for like 5 hours. And that's okay. The next day I'd wake up late and go out and make calls. Well, it doesn't work that way, because like I said, we've grown a lot, so I've had to be at a lot more events. So instead of being out 2 nights a week, I'm like out 4 nights a week.
Nice. That's not too bad.
It's good and bad. It means that it's really difficult to get up the next morning, get my paperwork done, and then go make 4 hours of sales calls, and then eat dinner really quick, and then go out for another 4 to 5 hours. And I'm not 22 years old anymore. I'm not like a spring chicken.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I am going to say that, yeah, I'm not there anymore. So I made a decision to change my schedule. And what I'm doing now is I am out 4 nights a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I'm only going to go to 2 venues a night for an hour at a time. That gets me home early, gets me to sleep early, gets me up early. I get my paperwork done.
Early.
Then I can make sales calls early. Then I can eat dinner early. And then I can go see a couple of venues, hang out, sing some songs, do my thing, and then go home. And I started that this week, and it's already amazing.
It's working out for you so far?
As Christine says,
Amaze balls.
with numbers on it and no dip pickles. And so that's basically what I did. So last Wednesday I had the vision. On Thursday I wrote it out on a spreadsheet, and on Friday I sent an email to Renee and said, Renee, change my entire schedule. And
Beautiful.
the beauty of this,
Beautiful.
I still have to go to El Paso or down south every other month for a complete straight week. And that's fine, because I'm going to integrate Call Me Oz in the South down there.
Yes, sir.
So I figured, all right, I'll kill 2 birds with one stone like this. So those are going to be brutal weeks for me. I don't even know how I'm going to do it. It's going to be brutal, but I'm going to do it. And but what that means is that also every other month, the opposite of that, I actually have an entire week off.
Yes, sir. You come with more jokes?
I will come up with more jokes. I will come up with more jokes. You're thinking about the joke already, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, because I was a bit anxious since you said it.
Okay, so you know Valentine's is coming up. So what do you think this joke is about?
The love. What's it about?
Loving on someone.
Teddy
No, not
bears.
really.
No.
I am kind of an anti-Valentine guy.
Same here.
Like, really, do you guys really have to pick a day that I actually have to say I love you to my significant other? Like, I say it every day to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, and I buy her stuff all the time. And, you know, I just buy it when she needs it. It's kind of like, you know, could you imagine this? Could you imagine?
That's so romantic.
presents every day.
Oh.
So, like, it's like Christmas. Like, should we
Yeah.
just, I think from now on, because everybody wants us to buy Christmas presents, maybe we shouldn't buy anything for anybody until Christmas.
Oh man.
What do you
I
think?
know. I don't
Does that
know.
work?
I just stopped celebrating the holidays like the way they're supposed to. I'm like, if I love you and I find a gift for you, I'm gonna give it to you now. But if it's Christmas Day and you expect something, well, too bad.
I'm pretty much that way.
I
too.
didn't
Yeah.
do anything. I didn't buy now. My even kid didn't get a Christmas gift this year. He got a hug.
Right? Yeah. I mean, my person didn't get a Christmas
do it.
gift, you know, but hey, you know, she gets stuff throughout the year.
There you go.
Like,
See?
like I bought her this really awesome hot plate cooker. It's an inductive cooker. It's
Oh,
really
nice.
awesome.
See?
Yeah, it's like epic.
That's like buying
I
a
want
vacuum
it.
cleaner.
Yeah. Here you go, honey. Here's your Christmas present.
Oh yeah,
You know?
that's so thoughtful.
So let me ask you a question. What kind of candy is never on time? Since we're talking about Valentine's, let's just talk about that. What kind of candy is never on time?
Oh jeez.
Do we have like that thing that goes ding, ding?
I'm really
you give
never
up
on
yet?
time.
Do you give up yet?
Yes.
Yeah,
Chocolate.
of course.
This guy.
That was terrible. Yeah, I think you need to take that
Well-
week to work on more jokes.
Is it chocolate?
Chocolate.
I said, what
It's
kind of
chocolate.
candy is that?
It's chocolate. Chocolate, man. It's chocolate. It's always late. Chocolate's always late.
This guy.
Right?
I'll give
When
you
is
that
the
one.
most popular time for chocolate for a woman? No, never mind.
Ooh, we all know that.
Line crossed.
We need that one. Hey, that was a good one.
Oh, you like that one better? It
Yeah.
wasn't even a joke, man. So, guess who produces this show?
Call me Oz.
Oh, my eyes.
No, man. The best video company in the world, Double L
Oh.
Media.
Let's
Double
go.
Media.
Yes.
Those
And
guys.
Twisted Arbor, it
Yeah.
sponsors our show, and Drastic Entertainment and Red Velvet Underground.
All right.
They're all amazing places, amazing
they are.
local businesses.
Local
Yes.
businesses.
So go support them.
Right.
You'll find them all on this show. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Take it
Bye.
easy.